Hi everyone, this is Fook again, and on this screencast I'm going to show you how to load a custom route onto your Garmin GPS. So the first thing you need to do is to connect your GPS to your computer via USB. Go ahead and do that first because it takes a while for the GPS to load up and actually connect and become a drive on your computer. And then start your browser and do a Google search for MapSource. This is a free program from Garmin that will allow you to interact with your GPS, create routes, and do a bunch of cool things. Once you find the site, go to it. It should be a free download. Download it to your computer, and then install it like you would any other program. Okay. So here's the software page. You can just go ahead and click on download the free software update and it will install it for you. You won't need to do anything else. Okay. So once you install it, go ahead and just run it. You will need to have a map product loaded into the program in order to see the maps on your screen. There are ways to get around this. You can extract the maps from your GPS. You can download it from BitTorrent or something else, but I'm not going to get into that. I assume that you have a map product and that you know how to get it installed. But if you don't, it's pretty easy. You just go to the program, and once you have the map product, just go and manage your map product, and it'll show you what you have loaded. Okay. But once you have it on screen like this, we can go ahead and create a quick custom route and then load it to the GPS. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom into San Diego here, and we'll just start a route in downtown somewhere and go around Harbor Drive and back over to where we started and show you how that all works. So let's say that I have this map here of the downtown area of San Diego, and I want to start my ride at 4th and Broadway, go down towards the harbor, go back up, maybe cross over on Broadway, and then end on 4th. Okay, we'll just make it really simple. So what you need to do is go ahead and click on the toolbar here for the route tool, and while you have a tool selected, you can actually zoom in by scrolling the mouse button up or down. Okay, and as you zoom in, you get more detail. You may not need a lot of detail to start a route, because when you mouse over a certain intersection, it'll highlight like this one right here, and this is 4th Avenue and Broadway. So I'm going to go ahead and start it and just click here as my starting point, and then I just drag my mouse to where I want to take it. So let's say that I want to bring it down to 4th and K. Okay, I make another click, and you can see that the route is now highlighted in pink. And I know that at this place in the Gaslamp district of San Diego, you can't go all the way through to Harbor Drive. So you do have to take a left down to 5th Avenue. So I'm doing that here. And it's left as if I'm driving south on 4th Avenue. So even though on the screen here it goes to the right, I'm actually going to be turning left if I was driving. And then we make a right and end up on Harbor Drive. Okay. I'm actually going to end it right here, and you can see that it takes me around that curve, and then I can just click around. I can make as many waypoints as I need to. So let's say I have another one that's on Harbor Drive up here like that, and then over here up to Broadway, and then let's say back to 4th. Okay, so that's my route. I can zoom in, see how it goes, zoom back out, get a big picture view. Now, the funny thing with MapSource is that once you've started a route, it begins with the name of the street where you started from or the intersection, and then it just adds onto it and onto it and onto it. So it'll say 4th and Broadway, down to K, down to 5th, down to Harbor, ad nauseum. And if you were just going to load this into your GPS, you're going to get this funky name. So we're going to go ahead and change that. So what you do is you right click on it and you go to route properties, and in the name section here it's grayed out, and it's grayed out because it has the auto name checked. So what you want to do is you want to uncheck that, highlight the whole thing here, delete it, and let's call it a downtown ride. Click OK, and the name will be changed here. Okay. If I don't have this selected, look what happens on the right hand side. The route is not highlighted in that darker pink. But if I click on it, it highlights. Okay. So what I want to do is click on it and then go up to the menu here and click Send to Device. It should have my device detected. If it doesn't, then you haven't connected your GPS properly and you need to correct that and start again. But if you do and you see it here in the unit ID, just go ahead and click Send. It should only take seconds and it'll be on your GPS. If you want to save this route, just go ahead and go File, Save, and give it a name. Now what a lot of people do that gets them in trouble at this stage is that they create the route and everything looks fine, but then they go ahead and save it because maybe they want to save it for other uses, but then they just copy this file, whether it's a GDB file or they convert it to GPX, and then they copy it to their GPS from my computer. Okay, so let me show you my computer. This is the actual GPS here. It shows up as a removable disk. If I go into there, I can see the Garmin folder, and I can actually see a folder called GPX. So a lot of people copy their GDP files, or they do a save and they change the format to GPX, give it a name, and then copy it directly to the GPS drive. That's not how you do it. You need to make sure that you do the transfer from within map source using the Send to Device command. Okay. Once you've done that, you can feel free to exit map source, stop your device with Windows Device Manager, remove it, and then it should restart by itself. Once the system is restarted, go to your Tools menu, scroll down until you see My Data, and scroll down until you see Import Custom Routes. Go ahead and do the import. You should see the new route listed on your list. And then the longest step will be for the GPS to convert that route into a format that it can understand. And you'll see a status bar that'll go like 1% at a time. It can take a little while, but at some point it's done calculating the route and importing it into the GPS, and you can just click OK and get out of that. Then you go back to the main menu on your GPS and you should see a custom route button, and if you touch that, you should see your route on there. Go ahead and select it, click Start to navigate, and you're set to go. In any case, I hope this short screencast helps you to get custom routes onto your Garmin GPS. I know that when I started I had a lot of trouble, and I'm hoping that some of the tips I gave you in this tutorial will help you out. Good luck!